Hello everyone, this is Ninja Girl Sakura Wet here, and today we got the Season 2 finale for Tangled the Series / Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure, and oh boy do we have a lot to talk about. But first, just some quick overall thoughts on Season 2 as a whole. It did have its ups and downs, like the island arc was a little bit meh. It still had some good things, but it was mostly meh. But everything from the mid-season, Rapunzel and the Great Tree onward, was pretty much fire throughout. It was a pretty good way to head toward the end. But, yeah, this finale, does the top secret of the sun drop? Right off the bat, I'm going to tell you yes. It does. It does. Jeez. So many revelations, a certain betrayal, my god, which I will get to. But yeah, if you haven't seen the episode yet, go watch it now. Sign in with your cable provider on the Disney Now app or DisneyChannel.com and go watch it. It's free. You just gotta have a cable provider. Go watch it. Find somewhere to watch it. It's so good. But yeah, I will be talking about spoilers, so seriously, if you don't want to know, go. But yeah, with that said, let's get started with the finale. So, the episode begins, pretty much like a lot of other episodes. Things are fine. I mean, everyone's a bit nervous because they are at the Dark Kingdom now. They finally made it after this long journey we've been on, especially with that dadgum hiatus we went through. But hey, we made it. Everyone's nervous. But they then sing a song which basically says that they're going to be okay because they have each other by one another's side. They can make it through it as long as they do that and stick by one another. So yeah, and they then start heading down to the Dark Kingdom because from where they are, it's kind of, they have to climb down a cliff, sort of. So yeah, they start making their way down, and sadly, along the way, we do lose the caravan. So, rip caravan. Oh well, it served the team well throughout our long journey in Season 2, so... But yeah, and along the way, besides that happening, they're all on foot. But, yeah, Deer shows up, and the group is, of course, attacked. At first I thought it was like a Mordu kind of situation because it was a bear. I'll explain in a minute, but it's not really a bear. I'll explain. But yeah, they're attacked. A deer is trying to help too and everything, but they're kind of overpowered. So in order for Rapunzel to get to the Dark Kingdom and, get to the moonstone, Eugene tells her to go and stays behind and fights off this bear person. So yeah, he ends up falling, and of course Rapunzel is distraught, but everyone keeps telling her, we gotta keep going, we can't stop now, we have to keep going, so they do. And we then see Eugene. He's not dead, thank God, of course. We know no one's gonna, Rapunzel and Eugene are not going to die because of Tangled Ever After, but still, you never know. But he's fine, and he's kind of accepted that he might be finished off, but the person, the bear person, who I guess by now you can figure out is somebody in a costume, says he won't hurt him because he is his son, and it's revealed, of course, to be King Edmund from the Dark Kingdom, the person we've been seeing in flashbacks throughout the entire season. So, people who had that Dark Prince Eugene theory, round of applause because you were correct. Good guess. So yeah, Eugene is a prince. He is a prince. Who knew, right? But yeah, of course, at very first, glance, Eugene's like, yeah, right. But I guess as he speaks to Edmund more and more, he begins to believe it and understand that, yeah, this is true. And of course, Edmund tells him the whole story. So basically what happened is, what we're to infer is, when Eugene's mother was killed, that's when Edmund was fed up with this whole moonstone nonsense, and he tries to attack it like we see in the first flashback of him in Beyond the Coronal Walls. And yeah, of course it backfires terribly on him and the entire kingdom. So he decides to tell everyone to get out. Leave the Dark Kingdom. Don't mention the kingdom. Nobody must ever find this place because of the stupid moonstone. It's bad news. And of course, meeting everyone, that included baby Eugene, who was freaking adorable, by the way. But yeah, that explains why Eugene was, of course, put in an orphanage and never knew. So yeah, Eugene's still pretty shocked, but yeah. Edmund then takes him up to the castle, shows him around, shows him the statues of his ancestors, and that's when he also explains about what happened to his mother as well. And Eugene's like, well, Rapunzel has to come to the moonstone. She's the sun drop. She's got to take this thing out, right? And yeah, Edmund's like, well, no, she can't. Because what happened to your mother might end up happening to her. Don't let the same thing happen to the love of your life that happened to mine, basically. Edmund's a cool guy. He's not evil or anything. He's actually very much like Eugene in many ways. He even has his own version of the smolder. Sort of. Except it's supposed to be an angry look. Watch the episode, or if you have, you understand what I mean. It's pretty hilarious. And he also reveals that he had actually been keeping an eye on Eugene using his ravens, his pet crows. So, yeah, and he even had posters of Eugene, you know, his old wanted posters, which even his own father knows. They just can't get your nose right. So, and Eugene, of course, agrees. But yeah, nonetheless, Eugene does start to realize, yeah, if Rapunzel does come to the moonstone, something might happen to her, and I don't want that to happen. And of course, there's a whole thing with from the previous episode of somebody might betray Rapunzel. Somebody will betray Rapunzel on her journey that Eugene knew about and didn't say anything yet. But earlier in the episode, Pascal managed to show the note to her from Demanitus. Anyway, but yeah, turns out that Eugene technically is the one who betrays her, because to protect her, he decides to lock the door and not let Rapunzel in. He knows that she'll probably find her way in anyway, because she's Rapunzel and she is determined. She's a determined girl and won't just quit that easily. But yeah, Eugene technically did betray her. For good reason. He's trying to keep her safe, but he still technically was the one who betrayed her. So yeah. We then get this song, Everything I Ever Thought I Knew. Zachary Levi, you are so good. His voice is amazing. This solo is beautiful. And it's all about him thinking about his life and his love, Rapunzel, of course, and all of his memories with her. And yeah, basically he's like, is everything I've ever known a lie? Who am I now? Because he's still kind of reeling from this whole, wait, I'm a prince realization thing. But yeah. Meanwhile, of course, like Eugene thought, Rapunzel is trying to find her way in. But before she does send Pascal to try and find Eugene. And he manages to catch up. And that's when Eugene realizes, wait a minute. Oh no, I was the one who betrayed Rapunzel. So yeah, he realizes the truth. And once again ends up talking to Edmund and says that, look, it is a risk, but I trust Rapunzel. I have faith in Rapunzel. We have to let her do this. And maybe my destiny wasn't just to destroy the moonstone with you. It's probably to help free you from this place. Because, yeah, of course, Edmund has not been able to leave because, he's had to stay there and watch the stupid moonstone. Basically. So yeah. Eugene just basically tells him we have to let Rapunzel do this. So yeah. And eventually, Rapunzel does make her way into the castle, crawling through a tunnel of lava underground. They had to kind of improvise a way in because the door was locked. So, luckily they made it through. The rocks actually were help guiding her through the lava to get to the castle and where the moonstone is. So yeah, and you see her hair glowing and all that through this, so yeah, that's an indication of what's going on. But yeah, they make it in, and a fight does break out, and it turns out to be the spirits of Eugene's ancestors. Their ghosts basically starts attacking everybody. And yeah, Emma at first isn't still sure about letting Rapunzel do what she needs to do, but in the end, together, Adira, Lance, Cass, everyone together figures out that if you take out the statues of the ancestors, their spirits can't continuously attack. So that's what they end up doing. And it works. And King Edmund lets them go. Or at least is willing to let everyone go to the Moonstone Chamber. But only Cass, Eugene, and Rapunzel end up going inside, actually. Because Adira and everyone else was kind of holding up, I think it was a pillar, just to not have the way blocked. So, yeah. They go in. Rapunzel's ready to touch the Moonstone and solve this problem with the Black Rocks and all that. And right as she goes to grab it, Cassandra grabs it. Right after Rapunzel said that Cass could come with her in there to show that she still trusts her because of everything that happened with the Great Tree and all that. But yeah, Rapunzel is betrayed by Cassandra. She absorbs the Moonstone, has blue hair, a black outfit now, seems to be able to control the Black Rocks now as well, and says, "I told you, Rapunzel, you should be careful with who you trust." And that is our cliffhanger for the 3rd season. Holy crap! That's one hella good finale. But, yeah. Many revelations. Eugene is the prince of the Dark Kingdom. Edmund is his father. We do see his mother, but we don't know her name yet. But, yeah. And of course, Cassandra is a traitor. So, the Season 3 episode title that we've seen, Cassandra's Revenge, yeah, it wasn't because she was mad about something happening to Rapunzel and wants revenge for her friend. It's because she has betrayed her friend and is no longer trustworthy at all. But to be honest, I never trusted Cass. I've kind of been on the fence about Cass since her little stunt and challenge of the braid, when she hid Rapunzel's frying pan, her weapon of choice, of course. Never told Rapunzel about that, and never apologized for it either. Instead, she guilted Rapunzel into apologizing to her. So yeah, ever since then I've been iffy on Cass, and this solidified I'm right to not like her anymore. She is horrible, she's a lying evil witch. I don't know what the heck she may have seen in that house of Yesterday's Tomorrow in the previous episode, or previous episode before last. Rapunzeltopia. I don't know what she may have seen that would have made her turn against Rapunzel like this, but still, she is a dirty, rotten traitor, and I do not like her anymore. Forget Cass. Honestly, from now on, I hope that she gets what she deserves. The only good thing is Rapunzel was not physically hurt. She is okay, but now she's got to deal with Cass. So, where the heck do we go from here? We don't know when Season 3 is coming. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but, you know. We had a 6-month hiatus between the 10th episode and the 11th episode of Season 2. For unknown reasons, there was never really... whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be a while before the 3rd season, but where I think it's going is Cassandra's probably gonna take over the Dark Kingdom, and Rapunzel and Eugene and everyone, probably Edmund too, is probably gonna have to flee to Corona, maybe, and they're going to have to fight Cass, maybe, and whatever minions she may get or create, who knows. It's gonna be wild, that's for sure. Sadly, season 3 is confirmed to be the final season, so we better enjoy it while it lasts. But yeah, this season 2 finale was hella good, and it definitely got me interested for season 3 with that cliffhanger. Cass, you better get what you deserve for doing what you just did. It might be the moonstone corrupting her mind, because I remember Edmund mentioning that it messes with your mind. Maybe that's it, but I don't know. It could be whatever she saw in Rapunzeltopia, but either way, she is a traitor, and she better never get trusted by Rapunzel again. Rapunzel better never trust her. Not after this. So yeah, that is what we are left with. That is the end of season 2. I can't wait for season 3. I'm very excited to see where things go. But yeah, that was pretty dang amazing. I think that's all I have to say though. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, until season 3, you guys. Oh boy.